Yep, I still make a weird face. But Vange, your face is always weird. What's up everybody, it is I, Hero Vange, and welcome back to Go Battle League. Great League. Yes, it is Great League, but by the time that you're watching this, it's about to hit the maintenance, so... But it doesn't matter what league this is because we're not really gonna focus on the gameplay. There is some fantastic gameplay with my new Stunfisk line. You probably don't care because it's Ultra League now, right? But yeah, we're gonna talk about a very interesting topic that I think will make all of you guys so much better at Pokemon Go PvP. Now, the timing of this video could not be any more perfect. The maintenance is about to happen. There's super long, I don't know how many hours maintenance for Pokemon Go is gonna happen, and you know, people have been making guesses, people have been making videos about what could possibly happen, but I have like one surefire bet, and I can say this with full confidence. I am 100% sure that they will add, bet money, bet all the money, okay? I am sure that they will add more bugs. I'm sorry, Niantic. I'm so sorry. Had to do it, okay? Because their track record has, you know, been pretty consistent with the adding the bugs. Even at like small downtimes, they always, something goes wrong. And you know, some of those bugs have been existed in the game for months. And I say months because I've only really been actively playing Pokemon Go for maybe like a year, 2 years. When PvP hit, that's when I really started to get into the game, so I can't really say years, but I wouldn't knock it if somebody in the comment section was like, yep, there's been bugs that have been in the game for years. There's been things that we've been asking Niantic for years now, and you know, nothing's happened. But all of that aside, that was all very mean. I'm actually not here to pick on Niantic, alright? It might not seem like that right now, but yeah, I'm actually not here to pick on Niantic. Because even if they have a track record of all that stuff, you know, they still have a product that I really enjoy. I really enjoy Pokemon Go. I really enjoy Pokemon Go PvP. I'm very invested in this emotionally, and also I guess, you know, I have a YouTube channel now, right? I really like this, I'm into this. And the aspect of Pokemon Go that I enjoy the most is obviously PvP. I actually have, you know, some hopes and dreams that this thing might become bigger, alright? That's why I have this YouTube channel. And so my wish is really for Niantic to succeed, you know, for Pokemon Go to succeed, for Pokemon Go PvP to evolve into the next level, right? Hopefully a level that will be acceptable as an esport, alright? And I know a lot of people are like, it'll never be an esport, it's just too rough, it's the gameplay is all the stuff in the things, right? But listen, alright? We're talking about Niantic here. And even if that sounds... yeah, I laughed, I chuckled, I'm sorry. Even if that sounds like it's a double-edged comment, you know, we're talking about the innovator, right? The forefather, the forefronter, I don't know English, of location-based gaming. Before Pokemon Go, there was nothing like Pokemon Go. When it hit, you know, people got freaked out. Wow, you walk outside to actually walk in the game? That's next level, alright? So I wouldn't count them out just yet. I figure that there is one thing that you guys, all of us can ask Niantic to do to really help the game get there, alright? It's in a rough spot. I agree with you guys. I agree with the quote-unquote doubters. So I'm kind of like in between, right? I'm not really a super loyalist. Niantic does everything right. Everything that they make is amazing. I'm also not a pure hater, right? I'm not like, this will never become an esport. This is absolute garbage. How can they even call this a game? Type of person, right? I'm kind of like in between. I'm very hopeful, but I'm not blind, you know? I can see the flaws in the game. I can see people's frustrations on Twitter. I'm with you with those frustrations, believe me. But anyways, the one thing that we can ask from Niantic that would make this much better, that would take it to that next step, and is also not like crazy, I think, with the game development, but you know, correct me if I'm wrong because I don't know anything about game development, right? Is to add a practice mode for Go Battle League. unranked matches. That's it. It basically works the same exact way. You get matched up with somebody. Some people believe there's an algorithm, other people believe there isn't an algorithm. Either way, you just get matched up to somebody, you fight it out, nothing happens to your rating. Why? Why should we even ask for this? Go Battle League is laggy enough. The servers are gonna take on like a heavier load. That's the one con, right? That is the one con that I can think of. It's gonna be a heavier load on the servers. I don't know how any of that works, but yes, it's gonna be, you know, more activity, so I guess it's gonna be laggier if they keep the current servers, right? The current servers are, I feel, trash. But really, guys, think about this from two different directions. One, inside the game, right? How do you think it's gonna affect the game? It's gonna get much more competitive. People are gonna start figuring stuff out because there's a practice mode. Currently, it's hard to practice, it's hard to experiment in Go Battle League. You're gonna tank your rating, your friends are gonna laugh at you, people are gonna get to rank 10 before you do it, and it's gonna suck because you miss out on your wrestler Pikachu. I personally started to experiment rank 5, rank 6, and mistakes were made. People, I'm still recovering from, you know, that whole situation. Actually, after this set right here, this is a fantastic set. After this set, I started to experiment again and I went down by a lot of points. And I'm gonna make it back in Ultra League, alright? I'm gonna make it back. That whole situation sucks for everybody, alright? Including you. It sucks for you. You are currently being robbed of the opportunity to experiment. The reason why that is so important is that there is very few things that can close the gap between people who are average and people who are really talented. And I say the word talented, right? Because there are people who just get it. There are people who just understand it, right? There are people who are able to make team comps that are just immaculate. They just work, guys. They just work. One thing that we can observe that definitely happens, that is a testament to this, is whenever, let's say, a big YouTuber uploads, like a PvP YouTuber, right, uploads a solid lineup, you're gonna start to see it in the game. You're just gonna see people straight up copy it. Now, my point might make it seem like I'm saying that the people who, you know, have these all figured out don't work for it. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there are clearly some people who are just smarter than others, aka me. I'm just kind of like I'm a very average player. My focus here is, what I'm trying to tell you is, I want the average people who want to work for it to get to work for it. Hence, the practice mode will really help them figure out this stuff. There are people who clearly want to get good at this. There are people who want to push up to the higher ranks, but they can't. They can't, because if they experiment, if they play around, it's gonna mess up their rating, and there's a lot of like stigma involved with that stuff, right? People aren't, you know, dense enough like me to not care about, you know, losing a couple of sets. Hence, you see a lot of Caleb Peng lines. You see a lot of For the Battles lines. You see a lot of Poke AK, Shadow Mawile, Shiftry. I hate that line. Lines. You see a lot of Zionic. You see a lot of FP Sticks, Registeel, Haunter, Azu lines. You see a lot of people just straight up copying from these smarter next level players. How you guys doing? Because they can't figure it out on their own, because there is no opportunity to do that on your own. You can say, but dude, you can practice with your friends. You can run open, blind, Great League, practice battles, and it's bogus. And you know it, alright? It can be good for you, but it's also bogus. You know, if you run the same line over and over again, your friend's gonna be like, right? It's bogus. It's not gonna be as good as random online, unranked practice matches. Not gonna be as good. What else? You can also say you can practice on PV Poke now. There's a training feature and you can run randomized battles. Have you tried it? Have you tried it? I've tried it. I've been on that thing for weeks now, and I can say with full confidence, even if I love PV Poke, it's bogus. It's not as good as online random, fully random battles. But there is a way for you to make lines of threes, like solid lines of threes, using the PV Poke training feature, but there's a lot of bogus that you have to cut out, right? So it's not totally useless. It's actually pretty good for what it is, but it's not as good as random online battles, random unranked battles, where you don't have to feel pressure about your rating. You can just mess around, you can play. I can teach you how to do the PV poke thing. I'm not super amazing at it. Again, I'm a very average player, but I guess, you know, the procedure or like the process might help you guys figure some stuff out. If you want, right? Okay, just comment down below if you want that video. Here's another thing that we can observe that is kind of like a testament to what I just said, right? You don't see any of the mainstream Pokemon Go, let's call them like vloggers, right? I don't know, like, because people who PvP, you call them like battlers, PvPers, right? But yeah, the mainstream big names of Pokemon Go, you don't really see them get into PvP that much. Why? Because there's this whole stigma about this rating thing, and you know, when they upload videos and they're only like rank 4, I don't know where you guys are at, I'm sorry. People judge them, right? And that's not a good feeling. Nobody wants that, okay? But there's no way for them to, you know, really like experiment, opportunity for them to really like work things out. They say one wrong thing in the video. They say that, oh, you know, Skarmory resists Cherim, you know, Weather Ball. I don't know. Okay, they say one wrong thing and people are like, you got it wrong. You don't know typings. I straight up see people on Twitter ask these big name YouTubers what typing is weak to what typing on Twitter, even if the tweets aren't even related to Pokemon Go. That is mean, dude. Super mean. Now, for all the people who are like, I'm next level elite, okay? I'm rank 10 leaderboards, okay? You're the master of a Pokemon collecting game. Congratulations. And so I feel like they don't really upload PvP content because there is all this intimidation. And actually, a lot of the times when they do interact with the PvP community, their defense is kind of like, yeah, I don't know much, you know, I could learn a lot from you type situation. They're always like downplaying their skill, all right? And these people, I've seen, you know, some derpy videos, but, you know, I saw some skill, all right? I saw some, you know, mind process thing, trying to figure it out type thing, but they can't because there's no opportunity. There's no opportunity to mess around. Okay, it's always gotta be business, alright? Get that rating, get those numbers, that's all that matters. But maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe they're just not into PvP, maybe they're just really into like, oh, a shiny type situation, right? I get that though, I get that, you know, I sometimes hit a thing, it's a shiny, and I do exactly that. Oh, it's a shiny! That type of thing, right? Some shinies. Other shinies, I don't really care that much. I delete shinies, like whatever. But, you know, good PvP IV Pokemon, Hundos, yep, I still make a weird face. But Vange, your face is always weird. But if I'm right, or even partially right, people don't really realize that, you know, one of the keys to making this a lot more popular is actually to get all the big name YouTubers on board. You know, if they're like really good at PvP or even just decent at PvP, they can push this to the next level. But again, they can't because there's no practice mode, hence practice mode. Long story short, you want to close that gap. You want to get people good. Alright, you want to make people good so that the game gets pushed to the next level. But again, that's one inside the game. You want to push that competitive level to the next level. Alright, now let's talk number 2, which is outside of the game. Outside of the game, comparing Pokemon Go to other games, most other games, competitive games, esports games, have practice modes where you don't have to think about your rating. For all the people living under rocks, yes, other games, other competitive esports type, basically online battling games, have practice modes, and these unranked practice modes serve many different functions, right? One, definitely to push the competitive level up, alright? Number 2, obviously to test if there's bugs so that they can figure out how to improve their game. Niantic, hopefully you're taking notes. What's good? Sorry, last jab, promise. Sorry, Niantic. They're not even watching because they don't care. But yeah, last thing, and I think this is a very important thing, is it gives people content to stream. It gives people content to make videos. Is that even important? Is that You know, something that Niantic should prioritize? Yes! Yes, 100% yes, it is very important. Case in point, Minecraft. Alright? If you follow Google Trends, Minecraft. Another one, Goat Simulator. Goat Simulator made a ton of money because of YouTube. Those are not competitive games. Give me a competitive game. Let me tell you, right? There are so many competitive games that have partnerships with creators. They have like codes and stuff. Fortnite has a content creator partnership. I don't know what it's called, right? But yeah, they have it, right? Brawl Stars has the same thing. Content creator partnership, codes. Is anybody gonna fight me on this? I don't think so, because we are in the generation where you watch people playing games online, right? That's a form of entertainment. It's a legit form of entertainment, and it's a great way to advertise your game. You get it on the top, number of streamers, number of viewers on Twitch. More people are gonna watch it. More people are gonna be like, okay, I want to get into this. Okay, you get it trending on YouTube. Ooh, get that Minecraft money. Now, throwing back to the one con that I mentioned, the server lag, right? The load on the server is gonna be pretty high. Yeah, this guy, I don't know what happened to him, alright? So, yeah. Just want to let you know, just in case, you live under a rock, all of these other esports, competitive battling games, they don't care. They will invest in better servers to have these unranked battles available for their players. Because it's important. Alright? 4-1, not bad. And my hope is that, it's probably too much to ask to have it already ready to go after the server maintenance. That's probably impossible, right? But at least improve the servers to the point where it can be a possibility, to the point where we can maybe suggest it, right? What do you think? Let me know down below. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something. Remember to leave a like, comment down below how you feel about this. Comment down below what you think the server maintenance is for. Subscribe if you haven't yet, ding that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys!